and welcome back to the Hay Meadow. My name's Hayley. Nice to see you again. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome again. Thank you. I've been overwhelmed with the amount of support that I've got, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. My sister has coined me a celebrity. I think we need to hashtag that, celebrity. Anyway, now before we get started, I have to make a formal apology to my Irish friends. I misspoke in my last video and I casually referred to Ireland as being part of the UK. I've now done my homework and understand that the Northern Ireland is part of the UK. However, the rest of the island of Ireland is actually the Republic of Ireland. So I apologise. Being a resident of a nation, an island nation, I guess I was ignorant in that fact. But anyway, it was an innocent mistake and I do apologise greatly. Now, you want to know what I'm wearing? So today I'm actually wearing the Forget Me Not Patterns Lola blouse. Now the Lola comes as a blouse and also a dress. I actually made the dress for my daughter. Once again, story about my daughter. For her Christmas party for work last year, I think it was. So the Lola is gorgeous. I'll put up some pictures either of her or of the dress on the mannequin once it was finished. It's got a lovely boat neck. I'm very partial to a boat neck. Just the grown on, well, it's not even a grown on sleeve. I don't know what you call that. I think that could be a dolman. I'm new to sewing. Even now, after a couple of years, I still don't know what all of the terms are. However, on the back is the cutest little frill that goes across the back seam. So there's a yoke. I'm not going to have room here to turn around and do that. I'll put the pictures in, either the stock photos or the photos that I took from my daughter and this particular blouse, and I'll put them here. As you can see, I've seated myself differently today. Just thought I'd be a little bit more comfortable. And I did notice that I kept knocking my little setup area where I was. So anyway, enough of that. Now, what are we talking about today? So I don't have September plans or monthly plans or anything like that. However, in Australia, we are starting to come into the warmer weather. So I wanted to make some new t-shirts. So what I thought I would do is make a selection of patterns and then decide which ones I like the best, or even just, you know, it's nice to have different t-shirts. I've chosen 5. Now, 4 of those 5 are actually Pattern Emporium patterns. I'm going to assume, so I've already shot myself in the foot. The minute you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. So, but I'm going to continue and assume that most of you are probably aware of Pattern Emporium, which is an Australian pattern company. So Kate, wonderful patterns. All of her patterns always come out with multiple variations. So for one pattern, you can often get at least half a dozen different variations out of that garment. So I've selected a number of the t-shirts. Now you will notice that my voice is still a little sexy and husky, but it is getting a lot better. It is a lot better than what it was. I was actually allowed to go back to the office. Is that a good thing? I don't know. I can't work in my pajama bottoms and slippers, but you know, it was nice to see people, sort of. Anyway, back to the t-shirts. So Pattern Emporium t-shirts. Now, I have actually already cut out and tested one, which is the Endless Summer tee. I chose the cap sleeve version with the high scoop because you can get out of 1 meter of fabric. So that was the main reason I chose that one. So I've got some fabric here to show you. None of it's new. Some of them are, a couple of them you've seen, or at least one of them you've seen here. Three of them are really nice fabrics. The other three are just from Spotlight. Not that that means that there's anything wrong with them, but they're not patterns that they're patterns that you pick up anywhere. And I'm rambling. Anyway, so I have got just some end of bulk fabric that I bought on sale that I'm doing testers in. So as I said, I've already cut out one of the Endless Summer tees, and I did do the full bust adjustment on that one, which was super easy for a t-shirt. The way Kate explained it, there's a video. So Kate from Pattern Emporium actually has a video on doing a full bust adjustment in knit fabric when you've got no darts. Super easy. However, and I'm happy with it. However, it's probably a little snug. It's fitted basically. So I might actually go up the next side. So I might grade from the underarm to the hip, the next size. So maybe you won't do the full bust adjustment, just do the grading up. And see how we go with that. So I've already done that one. That's on the sewing table. I didn't bring it in because it's a t-shirt. It's blue. There you go. However, I will show you as I go through the t-shirts. I'll show you the fabrics that I've got. It's not necessarily going to be the fabric that I make that t-shirt in, but it's something for me to hold up and do this with. Anyway. So the first one that I've got, now I've actually made a dress out of this fabric. So once again, this was a end of bolt sale. So buy the rest of the bolt and you get an extra discount. So it's just this. So it's not got a lot of stretch. It's got bugger all actually, if we want to really be serious. Oh, it's probably not as bad. Yeah, no, that's not overly stretchy. We'll see. We'll see. I might not use that one after doing that. I just pulled off a bunch of jerseys and I thought I would use because I had enough fabric. But I actually really like the print on this. It's a really nice spring sort of print. Even though it's on a black background, it's still got, springtime vibes. So yes, so the Pattern Emporium Endless Summer tee. Now, just to get it out there, I'm not going to go through what size I'm making for me because I'm self-conscious about that. I've gone over my mid-40s. I'm now in my late 40s and I'm pretty sure that I'm heading into the menopause because I've always been an apple. However, I've gone from probably a crisp Granny Smith to one of those really big, luscious, juicy pink lady apples. So at the present moment, I'm not going to talk about sizes. I haven't even written down the sizes that the patterns go up to. I can say that Pattern Emporium have an excellent broad size range. So I'm not even at the highest end of their size ranges. Anyway, that's enough about size. So Pattern Emporium Endless Summer tee with the cap sleeve and the high scoop, and you can actually get that in the higher size ranges out of 1 meter of 150 wide, 150 centimeter wide fabric. Okay, the next one is another Pattern Emporium. It's the Keep It Simple Babe tee. Now I'm going to choose once again the cap sleeve option, and again multiple sleeve options and multiple necklines. And I'm going to choose the boat neck. As I mentioned, I am partial to a boat neck tee or a boat neck top. And that one easily out of a 1.1 metre. So I haven't done the tester on that one yet. However, one of the fabrics that I've got, now I did actually use this one. This is a large houndstooth. As you can see, I like the sort of classic-y type prints. So this is quite a large houndstooth. Now I actually made an Audrey, a sew over Audrey top out of this with the little tie. And I really like that. I've made that in the 3/4 sleeve. And it's, yeah, really nice. Did I actually wear it this winter? I don't even think I wore it this winter. So now I'm not sure if I'll do the whole t-shirt in this, because I have to admit that I do kind of feel a little self-conscious when I'm wearing my Audrey top, because it is 100% in this. So whether I mix it with, if I'm making a t-shirt for summer, I'll probably mix it with white. So I could do perhaps the front and back of the bodice in the houndstooth, and if I do a cap sleeve, I'm not going to be able to do the sleeves in this. However, in some of the other t-shirts I'm going to talk about, they do have an inset sleeve. So I could possibly do the sleeve in the houndstooth, or I could do the body of the top in like a plain colour, whether it be black or white, or really you could use any colour, and then use this for binding, whether it be the sleeve or the neckband. As I said, I'm not necessarily pairing this fabric with this pattern. I'm just going through the fabrics that I have that I plan to use for t-shirts, and the patterns that I'm going to use for t-shirts. So yes, so there we go. So that's that one. Now the next one is once again the Pattern Emporium, and this is the Hello Gorgeous puff sleeve tee. And I'll be doing the short sleeve version with the high round scoop neck. Now the fabric that I've got here is another Spotlight. This is like it's kind of like a cherry red with a thin stripe. So I haven't got this one tagged to tell me how much I've got of this, but there's plenty here. The Hello Gorgeous puff sleeve tee you can get out of 1.2 meters of 150 wide jersey, so there should be plenty here, and this one has definitely got plenty of stretch. This is a good 4-way stretch one, as is the houndstooth that I just showed you. That one's got plenty of good stretch too. So yes, so once again, I could, being that this one is an inset sleeve, I could do the puff in a contrasting fabric, whether that be a plain or with the patterned fabric. So yeah, so that's another option, the Pattern Emporium Hello Gorgeous puff sleeve tee. Okay, now the next fabrics that I've got, actually I'll go with the ones that you have seen, and then I'll finish up with the really special one. So next up is the Pattern Emporium BUT. Now this one has a high-low, it has the hem of it, you have some options there. So it does have like a gentle scoop. It also has the high-low and also a straight. So this one I'm going to go with the high-low hem, the short, so that just a short sleeve, or this one actually has a flutter sleeve option as well, so I might go with that, and the mid neck, so not quite the high but not the low scoop. And this is the fabric from the recent Beyond the Pink Door subscription box 7. So this is that extra fabric that I got in that box. So this isn't, sorry, I've probably confused everyone there. This isn't the subscription box fabric. This is the fabric that I bought as well as the subscription box. It just came with it. So once again, beautiful 4-way stretch on that one. And you can see that the lines, they're not just straight lines. So it's actually called wavy line, I think, or wavy stripe it might have been, with the lovely pink and red. Now, growing up, I was always taught that you don't put pink and red together, but seems to be the thing, and I kind of like it. It's got the white in between there, so, you know, that's fine. Now, going back to the t-shirt pattern, the BUT, that uses a bit more fabric, so that's 1.8 meters for that one. But yeah, I think I got 2 meters of this, so that'll be fine. Now, the last t-shirt that I'm going to talk about is the Deer and Doe Plantain Tee in View B. Now, I haven't written out the details of that because why would you? Why would you do that? Anyway, all along there's going to be photos here because now I'm the queen of photo insertion. Yeah, I'll make use of that. So the Deer and Doe Plantain Tee in View B. Now I do have 2 more fabrics to show you, so I'll just show you those. Now this one is from the Beyond the Pink Door Think Pink subscription. This was, I reckon this might have been box 6, maybe. Anyway, it's beautiful. So it's a lovely cotton jersey, absolutely gorgeous. Stretch to it, 4-way stretch. Now, as I said, I am a sucker for classic patterns, and stripes is another one of those. Stripes, polka dots, I'm all over that. We were shopping, my daughter and I were shopping the other day, and we went into Harris Scarves, and there was a gorgeous dress, black with, it wasn't a lime green polka dot, but it was lovely. It was really, really nice. She just sort of rolled her eyes at me because, yeah, it's me and not her. We have different tastes. Now, the Plantain Tee for View B out of 2.1 meters. Now, I think there's 1.5 here. So, again, not necessarily using this fabric for that pattern. This is just one of the fabrics that I'm going to use. Now, the last one I bought earlier this year, and I bought it from May Design Fabric, which is here in Australia. I think they're based in Queensland, actually. And this was the, I want to say the Garden Range, or the Mountain Collection. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. May Design Fabric had teamed up with an artist, and I should have done my homework and written down the artist's name, but I didn't. And created a beautiful range of fabrics in woven jersey, or woven and knit, and different weights. And put that out earlier in the year. And I picked up 2 meters of the blue ginkgo. So that is absolutely beautiful. So you've got the reds in there, navy blue. There's like a tealy aqua blue. That's what this one is. Then you've got like a light blue, navy blue. This here is actually like a burgundy color. And then you've got the red and the white. But yeah, this one is gorgeous. Now, I'm really torn about this one because I love this fabric. And maybe I should try and do like a nice t-shirt dress. I did make the, oh goodness, who was it? The Laundry Day tee. Oh, I can't remember whose pattern that is. I have made one of those, and I really like wearing that one. So I could possibly make one of those out of this. So that's sort of a tee. It's a t-shirt dress. Anyway, so that's it for the t-shirt. So now, the next thing that I'm going to talk about. Now, if you watched my Beyond the Pink Door subscription box 7 unboxing, you'll recall that the fabric in there was this beautiful 100% cotton seersucker. Now, I've now washed this and it come up so soft. It is absolutely divine. Now, at the time of making that video, I told you about my summer dressing gown that my grandma made me, my nana made me. Now, I had already been thinking about making a dressing gown prior to seeing this fabric, and that was what first came to mind with this. However, once I'd watched Andrea's video that comes with the box, I was introduced to the Jennifer Lauren handmade Luna PJs and fell in love instantly. They look divine. So I'm going to buy that pattern and make short pajamas in that. Now, I really like the top of that pattern. I think put it in any sort of beautiful viscose, absolutely gorgeous blouse. You'll see the back of the top has that lovely yoke, so it's a arced yoke, beautiful soft gathers in there. I think that would just make a lovely, lovely, easy wear, light breezy blouse. So I'm probably going to use it for that as well. However, that's what I'm going to do with these. So Andrea had actually made the PJs. She'd made the long leg version. I'm going to make the short because there is nothing worse than summer nights when you can't be cool. And these are going to be beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to making these. That's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Now, lastly, speaking of that dressing gown, so a while ago, and I don't remember what jogged my memory, but I remember as a kid, I really liked the old black and white movies from, you know, based in like the 40s, 50s, that sort of era. And you would see, occasionally you would see the very classy ladies, and they would be, you know, relaxing at home either in the early morning or whatever, and they would be wearing their absolutely gorgeous robes. So they would be lovely and fitted, and they'd have lovely detail, and they might have some buttons, and then they would have the absolutely beautiful flowing long drapey skirt bottom half of the robe. There we go. That's classy, isn't it? Anyway, so I decided that I wanted to make something like that for myself because why not? Why not? So I thought I would do that, but I was looking for a pattern and also fabric. Now, it occurred to me the other day that, well, I already have a really nice fabric that would suit it lovely. And it's actually the fabric from the Dahlia Sew Society Avonlea box. I can't remember which box that was. It wasn't the one we've just had. I think it was the one before that. So that one was based on the Anne of Green Gables. And the fabric is this gorgeous viscose. So as you can see, it's got a absolutely beautiful, it's like a vintage pattern. So it's unironed. I don't iron my fabric until I'm actually going to use it. So it is washed, and it's been in the stash, but it's this absolutely beautiful little dainty little bouquets of roses on there. It's really, really lovely. And I actually thought this would be perfect. Now, in the box, we got 2.5 meters of this fabric at the time. However, I happened to go onto the Dahlia Sew Society's website before ordering the last box and noticed that Kristen had 2.5 meters sitting in the remnants. So I snapped that up. So I now have 5 meters of this beautiful viscose to make this dressing gown. So, okay, I've got the fabric. Now I need a pattern. Now, as I mentioned, I am a bit of a fatty boomba. That's okay. I'm all right with it. I've earned and paid for all of it. Now, So I was on the hunt for a pattern, and I knew that I wouldn't fit into any of those beautiful, glamorous 1930s, 40s, 50s style patterns. However, I'm sure I could find something. So, you know, I'd been looking and hunting around, and I did see a couple that I thought might do the job. I think it's the Fabric Stores had a Cruella de Vil coat that I thought I might be able to hack. However, then just recently I stumbled across the Deer and Doe Nenufar jacket. So as you may know, Deer and Doe name all of their patterns from the actual botanical names of plants. So Nenufar, and I did sit and practice pronouncing this using Google pronunciation for probably a good minute. So I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. But Nenufar actually means the great white lily. So now this jacket, and it is a jacket, is exactly the style that I was looking for. So it's, you know, it's got a lovely detail up here on the neck, a little cutout collar. I can envisage that I should easily be able to put some sort of fastening, some sort of closure, whether that be just little hook and eye or buttons or something like that. Oh, everyone, here's a plane. So a nice little fastening, and then the front of the jacket is straight, but then the back of the jacket, it's gathered at the waist, so it's got a really nice draped back. And I just thought I would just extend that all the way down to the ground. And yeah, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Job done. So I'm really looking forward to making that one. And I'm not really much of a pattern hacker. However, I figured it couldn't be too hard to just lengthen the jacket and put some closures in. So yeah, so there you are. That is it. That is what I'm thinking for the next little while. On top of that, I'm also starting to look at any made Christmas gifts that I want to make. And I do have a couple on my list. I'm not going to give it away, but I do have a couple on my list. And yeah, so plenty to do and little time to do it in. Goodness me, I'm actually making plans, and now I'm going to have to be accountable to them. That's probably a good thing. It means I will actually do these things. So anyway, thanks for stopping by again. I hope you've enjoyed, and I look forward to your feedback on the t-shirts that I've chosen, the fabrics that I've chosen, what you think of my idea for my dressing gown. I'm going to feel very glamorous waltzing about, sashaying down the hallway. I think I'm going to have to get some of those, you know, those little mule slippers with the fluff on the front of them. Or just another pair of normal fluffy slippers. There's always a new pair of slippers, isn't there? Anyway, once again, thank you. Thank you for coming along for the ride. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.